How about now? I bet you we have audio now. Hello to anybody that's watching. Hopefully this stream goes better than the last one, which was over in like 10 minutes. Just give everybody a chance to get in here. We'll see who's hanging out tonight. So far, nobody in chat, but the night is young, and so, I guess, so am I. Go ahead and get Fusion 360 up and running, because it's going to be a modeling kind of stream, just a chill, relax night. I gotta figure out how to get better internet upstairs to my streaming computer. The wireless isn't great, and there's not an easy way to run Ethernet up here, so I've got one of those power line adapters, which doesn't seem to be... I definitely said that I wasn't young, so... I got one of those power adapters that puts Ethernet through your power lines, and it seems to be insufficient, so that's where we're at with that. We have Adam, Uncle Ron, and Kayleen in chat. Welcome, everyone. After the failure that was the stream 2 weeks ago, we're back to probably fail all over again, but for different reasons. So, yeah, 2 weeks ago, chat was broken, and it was just bad timing on my part. So, here we go. Just gonna get everything up and running here. And of course, if you're hanging out in chat and you like hanging out with us, make sure to hit the thumbs up. You know, like everybody else asks. So today, we're going to be working on some decorations for the basement. Kayleen and I are finally at the point where we're ready to start putting some of our stuff together in the new house. And the first area we're going to tackle is the gaming section. So for those who have been watching the videos here for, you know, more than a couple of years, I guess. It's been a while since I've shown off the collection, but we have a pretty good retro video game collection, so we're going to do a wall dedicated to it, and actually we've got like an entire kind of cubby, like I think it's like 8 by 12 or something like that area in the basement that's going to have PCs on one side and the retro gaming setup on the other. And we're going to go with a kind of like Pac-Man theme, so we picked a dark color that we're doing on the walls and the ceiling, and we're going to be doing some 3D modeling and designing some sprite artwork to be able to put up on the wall. So I think that's what we're going to work on today. And I just got to make sure I keep chat up because it keeps dropping out. 3D Medic Vince is here. Vince, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to whatever this is. So I got to get Fusion shared on OBS, which I don't remember. There's one of these here. I can hide the Intellivision. Oh, that's that camera there. Let's bring this guy back and hide this one. Don't hide this one. Might as well go for the 4K HD feed, right? I'll just drop that up in the corner here. Perfect. So I think we're going to start with Pac-Man, and we're going to be kind of trying to make it sort of as big as the bed on the A1, because that is more or less the biggest printer I have right now. I think technically the Prusa Mini is bigger. It's 250. I gotta look up. Maybe the A1 is 250 by 250. .256 by 256 by 256. So it is bigger in all directions. We're 10 inches cubed. Kay sharing the links. So we've been debating whether or not we go with pixelated characters, or if we're going to do like rounded characters. Honestly, I think we originally settled on the not pixelated ones, but now I don't know. Seeing the animation that Kay just posted in chat makes me wonder. So I wonder if I can find just an image of original Pac-Man sprites. I wrote spirits, but sprites. And yeah, there are totally just giant images of all of the sprites together. So we'll grab one of those, which you guys can't see, but we'll get there. Okay, so if we figure, first of all, get chat back up here. It's like I need one more monitor, you know? But if we figure in Fusion, we're going to be dealing with, let's go for the whole bed, you know? Like, we're paying for it, we might as well be using it, more or less. So we'll leave 6 millimeters, so we'll do 250 by 250. There's our starting size. We're going to make all these things, I don't know, 2 millimeters thick. Does that seem, maybe, I want to make sure it's thick enough that whatever adhesive we use doesn't show through. And we'll test print one. We'll see how it looks, see how we'll probably use the, maybe the command hook strips, whatever the command strip hooks, whatever they're called. The BenQ would be good, except for somewhere along the line. So we have an old BenQ monitor that's like down in here somewhere. It doesn't have a stand because somewhere along the lines we had put it on this pedestal for when we're at 3D printing conferences, and somewhere in the move we lost the metal part. So I actually have, funny enough, the base for that. But, and I have the monitor, so we're just missing the part that connects the monitor to the base. So that's where that's at. Now, so let's say, I don't know, let's make it 3 millimeters. We'll call it an even 3. And we'll start off with our good buddy Pac-Man. So I'm going to go, there's no easy way for me to do all this, because I'd have to share screens, and then I got to worry about what's on the screens, and you guys get it. So I'm going to just quickly pull the Pac-Man sprite I want to use for this particular juncture, which I think is going to be a one facing to the right. 2 seconds here. Shan't take a second at all. How's everybody's day? It's been a while since we had one of these. Been a while since I could check in with people. Everybody have a productive day? $30. I mean, I guess we could. I don't know how stable it would be, but how stable is anybody these days, right? Create a new folder on the desktop called Pac-Man Basement Stuff. We got a lot of these to do, so, but they're not super complicated. Would actually probably be less complicated if I didn't go pixelated, but I think we're gonna try pixelated first. Yeah, that's true. Adam and I have been playing through separately the new Star Trek Voyager game. I haven't had as much time to play as I had hoped. I've had like 1.5 run-throughs. Well, not all the way through. My quick decision making got Tuvok killed, and it becomes a completely different game after you lose Tuvok. I don't even have 1 Vok left. It's sad. Good game, though. It's a fun concept. I know it doesn't technically matter, but I'm going to go ahead and rotate it. I do like that it is seemingly scaled. So I think I'm going to get... I'm going to get a little creative here, I guess. I didn't mean to get that creative. Because I know technically I can... I just want to make sure everything stays square, so I'm going to do like this. We'll just see how it goes. This is a little more ghostly and a little less sharp than I was expecting, considering I started with literally just raw pixels, but who says you need perfection, am I right? Really, this looks messy, but I'm more interested in the outer section being gotten rid of than the inner section. So I do a press pull on that and a press pull on that. Then we just do a minus 10, whatever, minus whatever. Then we hide the canvas. We'll see how that turned out. It's a pretty terrible looking Pac-Man, if you ask me. Pretty terrible looking Pac-Man indeed. Poor Harry. Interesting. Yeah, I find this interesting because I am literally just starting with just the pixels, and there is a significant difference. So the second attempt will probably be to try and keep all the classic stuff done. It did look a little zombie-esque, yes. I agree. This just... I'm like, I don't know if I should try and work with this or if... You know what? Let's scale this. So what if I do I don't know, like 40 by 40? And then we'll make that 3 millimeters thick. Snap a canvas onto that. Looks a little better. Once we get this ironed out for the first one, it'll make it easier on the other ones, I think. Let's try 10 millimeters. Anyone else played the new Star Trek Voyager game? It's pretty good stuff. Why is Fusion constantly minimizing? Okay, how about now? Are we closer? I just find it very interesting that it's scaling like that. Let's try view. Let's do file. I think there's a way to resize, right? Resize. And we'll do 800%. Let's do sorry that you guys can't see this. I really didn't think this was going to be a complicated part. But here we are. Oh, come on, scroll for me. Okay, let's try this. We're going to do insert canvas. Insert from canvas. Let's try this. Hey, that looks better. It's pretty clear now, right? Well, clear adjacent anyways. I guess technically though we want to go from here to here like that, and then we're going to go here to here like that. I'm going to go that up to there. I'll absolutely screw this up at some point, no doubt. Actually, this is going smoother than the last time, right? Almost there. Line up with that. There. And good enough. Let's see if we did better this time. Cover the canvas. Well, I think that's a relatively good Pac-Man. Better than the last one, right? And then we'll just toss a coat of yellow paint on him and call it a day. Pac-Man's the easiest sprite of them all in most ways. Not yet. It's on my list of things to add, I guess. No option for yellow. Okay, well, what about green? Am I an update behind? Well, the only snag is, I guess there's no... There's literally nothing available to me right now. Oh, wait, there we go. I'm just goofy, I guess. Okay, one thing down, 5,284 to go. So next we'll do... I say this is complicated, but it's really not, because all the ghosts are identical in just different colors. So we'll grab a ghost next. The ghost with the most, which is going to be the red one, because I decided. It's going to scale, resize. 1000%, yes. That didn't work at all, because the ghost is bigger than Pac-Man, I guess. That's okay. I know what I'm doing, especially when nobody's watching, because this part's hidden. I can guarantee that I'm doing this in the most expert way. 10 out of 10, no complaints. Save as. Grandma's cast. Kayleen's poor grandmother broke her wrist, and they've had to change the cast a number of times, and she keeps asking for yellow cast when they have to redo them, and they haven't had yellow cast for her, so yeah. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Perfect. You know what, this guy we're gonna try the other way. We're gonna use lines. See if it's faster. Feels faster, I'm not gonna lie. Isn't perfect, but no buts. It's not perfect. But what is these days, am I right? I mean, look at this. He's made up partially of Tetris pieces. Nobody knew that. There's the cube. That's another Tetris piece. And two of the T bracket or T shape or whatever you call them. I'd start humming the Tetris theme song, but then Nintendo would sue me to oblivion, so I don't wanna provoke. Very fancy. Okay, so then the next thing we're gonna do is because these are gonna be multicolored prints, don't you know? Get them eyeballs done. We'll do minus, I don't know, I made them 3, so it doesn't really matter. Minus 3. New bodies. We'll just do a modify and a combine, just like Captain Planet. And now we need the whites of the eyes, which I'm going to do my best. know what you're thinking. Why did we go back to this? I don't know. I don't know why I went back to the rectangle method, but it feels like the right way to do this one. And let's do this and this and this. Ooh, there's something somewhere. Two of my rectangles must not be lining up. Which I thought... What if I do that? One still doesn't line up. What now? Cool, we're gonna call it good. Oh. Now we're gonna call it good. -3, new body. And then we'll just, oh, we gotta do the combination thingamajig first too. Now we can get rid of that canvas and we've got, ooh, pretty spooky. It's not at all. Do we have pink in here? No. But I bet you we got red. Just gotta find that matte red. Boom. And then we need white. And then we need blue. Hey, look at that. Pretty accurate. Definitely looks like this guy could kill this guy. What are we gonna do next? Oh, we got the ghosts covered. I just realized that in this image with all the sprites, there's no pellets. None of the power pellets. Okay, if you're still in chat, do we also want some of the blue ghosts, like the ghosts that after they eat the big power pellet? Or are we going for accuracy? Because if we're gonna have the 4 ghosts in there, then that doesn't really leave room for ghosts. Dead ghosts? That doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying. In the meantime, cherries, strawberries, oranges, apples, melons, Galaxian, Bell, and Key. Well, we do have all that stuff, so let's move on to the cherry, and that's as far as I can go without copyright infringement. So I'll do the same magic I've been doing on the other ones. Perfecto. So all the things you listed, Kay, were in the, like, they're on the sheet, so we're good. We're in like Flynn. Who's Dirk Daring? I'm scared to Google it while I'm live streaming, because actually I don't know if Uncle Ron is the type that would give NSFW advice. A lead in into it, possible a bit of glow in the dark. I'm not sure what we're saying. But hey, we're making great time. Oh, yes. He turns into a skeleton quite frequently, don't you know? Three. Canvas. Oh, like the glow in the dark ghosts on the beam above, so they're like not part of the main maze, is what you're saying. Yeah, that's a great idea. We could do a second Pac-Man too, like he's chasing them. Got a wee bit of Pac-Man fever. On the Delito keto diet. Okay. This one gets a little complicated because of the stems not being connected, but I'm going to make them connected because they have to be. So let's see if I can save some of that pixelation. I'm sure I can. How's the audio and everything today? I assume somebody tell me if it sucks. Don't tell me my voice sucks. I already know that. I'm gonna use AI to replace my voice. Well, we just started getting snowed on again. It's been a weird thing. It was like snow overnight, and then it was rain during the day today, and now it's snowing again. I think we're just going to cut out these parts here. That should be enough to give my stems existence. Keep them all linked up. Now, where did I make my mistake here? That's definitely connected. Is the one over here not connected? Connected, connected. 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 Oh, there we go. Moving too fast. We got that done, so then we're gonna do like that. And then also that. I think that should keep my get my stem separated, or not. I guess that makes sense. -3, new body. You guys probably getting the workflow down now. So we'll do a modify and a combine. This guy and this guy. Now those are separate. So the reason I'm doing this, because I don't know if I've explained it. I take for granted not everybody knows how the multicolor, multi-printing stuff works. So each color ends up being kind of its own model, and then when you print them, you select which parts go which color, and that keeps them all lined up, and that's how you end up with your multicolor print. And I'm kind of overdoing it a little bit because you don't really need the colors to go all the way through, but these aren't going to be particularly thick, so we'll see. I may end up trimming it up a little bit. I could make the multicolor section like 0.6 millimeters thick, and then at 0.2 millimeter print layers, it'll only have to change colors 3 times. So we might end up doing that. But for now, I'm just going to do these all sort of the same. I just realized I should have done these ones at the same time. That's okay. Just do this 3. So yeah, by doing the new body, it creates the new model for those, and then by doing this modify, combine, and then selecting the main body and then the new ones, it tells it to cut this shape out of this shape. So that leaves us with, like, if I was to expand these out, let me get rid of the cherry. You can see there's a hole through the model for those. Same as if I hide those and that. And then the pieces go together to form your full piece. And then the reds go there, and the whites go there and there. And then I don't think there's a default brown color, but bronze might work. I saw bronze there. Yeah, good enough. That looks about right, I think. We have a cherry. I'm going to take this opportunity to save this before something goes wrong, and then we're just going to do Pac-Man. Then I'll create a new one, a new group, call it Ghost, and then red main body. Go ahead and drag that into there. I'm going to do this. I'm going to hide everything that goes in there so it'll... Come on. Oh, there. Pac-Man comes back. There. Then... blue pupil. I guess we should probably give it a... That's the left eye. I don't know, because it's on the right side. You know, I'm going to go with what side of the screen it's on. Right. And then pupil left. Oh, and I've been doing the color. Blue pupil left. And eye right eye. Don't be too harsh on my naming. Here, I'll go. So, red, blue, blue, white, and then I'll get this one labeled the same. And then we can bring the ghost back. Boom, 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 boom. Then we'll create another one called Cherry. Y'all are quiet tonight. I don't blame you. It was a long day. Long day for everybody. Do that, and then brown stem, and then what? Reflection? I don't know. Wait, reflection left. Wait, reflection. And bring back the cherry. Pac-Man single color, so he doesn't need a special group. Okay, what are we on to next? Looks like the strawberry me too. Been waiting a while to start working on this project. Now it's starting to come together. We absolutely did pick the paint. It's fantastic. Maybe that would be fun, and they are in the sheet of things. We'll do the strawberry next, which is a little more detailed maybe than the rest of them. Let's take a look here. Rotate. The strawberry seems like it's a little bit smaller than the cherry. Let me take a look at the actual sheet, because it should be exactly the same height as the cherry. Well, I think we're just going to go with it because we can scale it after the fact. So we'll just call it good. Drop it down. We're gonna have to get some more red filament, I think. But yeah, probably when I go to slice it, I'll just make it even with all of the. I think this is. Yeah, there we go. Make it even height for at least all the fruit, if not everything. Because they're all from the same sprite sheet, but some of these might be smaller because they like bounce around the maze. I'll have to take some time and take a look and make sure. That do it? Certainly seems to. -3. And then we're going to do this body first. We're getting there. It's actually going faster than I thought it was. So modify, combine, do that minus that, keep it. And then we're going to do that. That, and then that. Combine, we'll do. And then, because 7-Up was copyrighted at that point. I don't actually know. After the hold for applause, please clap. Oh, I missed some. That happens. But luckily, I can fix that oakley dokley. Okay, now we need to get rid of the strawberry canvas and see what we're left with. And then we need green. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty much how it looks. Just flying along here. So then we'll do a new body or new group called strawberry. Then we're gonna do well, look at you, you encyclopedia. Or you Googled it, but either way. I'm glad to know it. It's stem. We'll do this. Strawberry. Leaf. And then I'll just drag all these guys in here into strawberry. Bring the strawberry back. And just want to make sure that, yep, we're good. Hey, we're making progress. Give it a save, and then what's after the strawberry? Looks like it's a peach. I don't have any peach filament. Yeah, that's the interesting thing, Mark. I was saying I've got the full sprite map, or the sprite whatever. The power pellets aren't on it. Of all the things to be missing, leaving Pac-Man defenseless and without a way to finish the level, it's just unimaginable. How are you, Mark? Thanks for coming to hang out for a bit. For those of us that weren't here at the beginning and might be wondering what's going on, so my wife and I are working on our basement design right now, and we've got an area that's set up for video games, or will be set up for video games. We decided to go with a Pac-Man theme for the area. So we got a nice dark paint that we're going to put on the walls. We're going to do some painting to make the maze sections, so like the blue sections, and we're 3D printing the sprites from Pac-Man, which is what we're modeling now as multicolor prints. So we can just put them up on the wall as part of the decoration. So it's going to be a whole like Pac-Man theme. So we're pretty excited to get it done. It's going to be, you know, a long process. It's probably going to take us a full month to get everything done, and the shelving was done. And then we'll get the retro video game collection back up, which I was saying, for people who have been around the channel for a while, you've probably seen there's a video I did on it. We have a pretty extensive collection, so yeah. Next, 10 by 10. And I'm doing all these 10 by 10 as the template, and then I'm going to scale them to the bed of the printer when I go to print them. Because the images weren't playing well when they were blown up. So I figured I'd start with these, and then they won't lose fidelity. Peach. The scaling isn't coming out perfect for some reason, but we're just going to go with it for now, and I will make them dimensionally accurate when the time comes. We're not going for exactly perfect, just mostly perfect. And we're just going to connect all this together, and this will give us our non-colored template. Let's do a -3 on there. Then -3, new body. And -3, new body. If anybody has questions, toss them out. I know this isn't the most complicated thing in the world, but I am happy to answer any questions that come up. Now we should be able to get rid of the peach thing, and we're left with our, well, our peach here. What was the, so it's kind of like brown for that, and then, yeah, just green for that. And then we need a kind of like an orange color. I don't know if there's an orange color by default in here. Probably good. Nope. Nope, I take it back. So we're going to add a second instance of red. And we'll just color it orange. And this is really just to visualize how it's looking. There's a way to customize. I think it's like this. Yeah, like that. Done. And then we're just going to unscrew up all the things that got screwed up. There we go. Peachy. Are we doing printed for the maze lines, Kay, or are we going to do painted on? I mean, we can do printed. I'm not against it. I just wasn't sure. That is true. Yeah, I guess if we're going 3D printed for everything, we probably want to go 3D printed for the lines as well. When you're right, you're right. Well, I mean, we don't have to decide. I guess we could print for 3D print a couple pieces in the blue that we find. It's it's going to take a lot of filament, but we're only going to do this once, so might as well do it with the way it's going to look the best. Now we're on to the apple. Oh, I just realized I didn't create the new group for the peach. Peach, main body, I don't really know what. We'll have to go looking for a color that'll look good for that, I think. Brown stem. Green leaf. Green leaf peach. Okay, where are we at with this? Okay, we're gonna cut off the top here, I guess. And start cutting out the parts that don't matter. There we go. Then we'll do it to stem. There we go. We can probably get away with doing all of these together. How's that not? I did start with this time, didn't I? It should be... Oh, we could definitely stick a bow on him, no problem. Above the beam, we could do Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man with the heart, and then the blue, like the ghosts on either side of them. Couple of Pac-Mans. Yeah, this is fine. As I realize that there's going to be repetitive stuff in here, it's not going to be that crucial that I try to make it. I make everything a unique name because it's going to rename itself anyways. Apple. Okay, what's after the apple? I have to take a look at the list you sent, K. Oh, is that? No, it's not supposed to be an orange. It's supposed to be a peach, isn't it? Cherries, strawberries, oranges. Maybe it is an orange. Apples, melons. Galaxian flagship, bell. Okay, so I guess the next one is a melon. It's going to be the most complicated because it's got so much pixel stuff happening. So let's get it trimmed up and ready to go. Interesting. For some reason, this one's coming off as being bigger. So peach, we're gonna go ahead and rename that orange, and we'll pretend this didn't happen. No evidence. The next one is the melon. And for some reason, when I scale it, it blows up compared to the other ones. Wonder why. That's okay, we'll make it work. We always do. Cool. Well, we're gonna start off by trimming things down, as we always do. that. I think this time we'll switch things up for a little bit just so that we don't get too repetitive. Go to lines this time. Doing good. Anyway, got big plans for this upcoming weekend? Anything exciting happening for anybody? Oh, I missed something somewhere. Looks like it's probably this one somehow. No? That looks connected. That looks connected. Oh, did this one not get... It's the second time where I'm positive I added a line and then I didn't. That's okay. -3. Pretty sure these are meant to line up, so we're just going to make them line up. Divide it in half like this. I'm just trying to get all of the dark green ones set up here. Painting a room. Let's see if we get that network cable finished being fished. And then we gotta do some patching and some plumbing, and then we're off to the races. I'd love to get started on that though, even if we get all that stuff done so that it's ready to go. We got lots of stuff to print, don't we? Mike, you haven't let the machines win yet. What's the deal with that? I thought for sure you'd let the machines win. How are you? Those actually all stay connected together? That's wonderful. And I can't win. I think I was gonna say that I had separated these into two separate pieces, but maybe not. I think some of these are, though. See what we can do with what we got. Green oranges. Oh, you shouldn't eat those. Sounds like a good way to get sick. Disturbance in the Force. Use the Force, Luke. So we're going to do this. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Okay, and then that. So far, so good. Light green, is that a thing? I'm gonna pick the translucent one. Why? Because it's there. Then we're going to hide the melon. Huh. Let's go with more limey. I think that's this one. I'm going to remove that one, and then I'm going to I guess they're not quite connected. New body. That one was a little too overlappy. There we go. This one here might be. There we go. And there's our melon with all its intricate pieces. Light green man body, apple. Oh. Okay. I'll have to fix that in a second. Dark green spots. This will be dark green stem. White spot melon 1. And we're just going to name them this way with the colors so that when they're in the slicer, I can see what color they're supposed to be. Sometimes it makes it a little bit easier. Usually I kind of end up painting them the same way anyways, but that way if there's any confusion. Okay. Melon, we're going to bring you back. We're going to move you. We're just going to there we go. Got a pretty good bunch of things going here. So I think I'm going to do one more. I was planning to stream for about an hour and a half tonight, and we've got about 10 minutes left. So let's see. Ooh, the Galaxian ship. That'll be fun. Or not, you know, who knows. We actually debated, I think, whether or not we were going to put the Galaxian one in, because while it is part of the game, it was something they added. It isn't exactly the same theme, but we're going to model it anyways, and we'll see where we end up. There she be. As big as life. No worries. Everybody's, whenever you got time, you know, it's not, it's about the hangout. I like spending time with people, getting caught up and chatting. How did we do? Did we get everything ready to be cut out? We did. Look at that. There's our basic shape. And then we're just going to do something, I'm pretty sure. It's not letting me draw lines. That's weird. That is weird, but trying to make this as properly pixelated as possible. There's our blue sections done. And then, really, this is going to right, we're going to want to do the combine first to make those all official like, because then we're going to map these out perfectly if we can. And bam! Just like that. We have our Galaxian ship. Might have been the quickest one of the night, to be honest. And there we have our got a couple left to do. We'll probably tackle them next week. Um, there's our early start though, and really that went pretty smoothly. None of them are overly complicated, but um, yeah, I think they're gonna look good. I'll try and get one of them printed next week too, so we can see how it's going to look. I mean, I think Pac-Man, because the rest of them look fine. I would think even blown up, right? Like we take one of these guys and go as big as we can. They look pretty good. The only one I'm actually concerned about, which I'm not really all that concerned about now that we did, it took a couple tries to get it right, but I think it looks good. What do you guys think? Pretty solid. Soon they'll be printed solid. See what I did there? It's that company that's now mostly Prusa. Prusa? I guess it's been only Prusa for a while, but you know what I mean. As always, if you guys are hanging out and you don't mind tossing me a thumbs up on the stream, let me know that you're here. Let me know what kind of numbers we're getting. I appreciate it. I like to get these hangouts going and get some chatting and stuff going. I'm going to try and do a better job at, first of all, being consistent. My goal is to try and hit this at least once every 1 to 2 weeks. So I think we'll be here next week. And we'll get these guys finished, and we'll get at least one of them printed off for next week. It'll either be probably either Pac-Man or the Ghost. The Ghost is so signature. And remember, the Ghost here counts for 4 different sprites, because we got Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde, I think. Clyde and Pinky I'm pretty sure about, but that's where that's at. So guys, thanks for hanging out. I know it's pretty chill stream, maybe not as exciting as some of the other stuff. I've got a desk full of stuff that we got to get to, but I figured I'd start here. It was a good opportunity for us to hang out, chat a little bit, and I can show you guys what we're working on. And we're going to be turning this, like I said, into the basement, and we're going to film the process of getting that set up, getting it painted, getting the decorations up, the shelving, and of course the final product. So yeah, should be here next Wednesday, probably about the same time. It may vary between like 6:30 and 7 o'clock. So it'll be a quiet, chill stream, and we'll be getting back into. We got a couple of unfinished projects. We started designing that case for the guts from one of those mini PCs. So there's that, and I've got all the parts put together minus some screws for building a 3D printer. So I want to get a small portable 3D printer designed and built before the summer so that I can take it with me places. Particularly like the cottage, where we've had a couple of small things come forward. So if we had a 3D printer, we could fix something remotely. So thanks, Mike. It's always good to have a little chill. So yeah. Alrighty, guys. I will catch you guys next week. Hope the rest of your week goes well and that you have a nice, relaxing weekend. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks again.